Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Monday night. Yes, it's Monday night, and we are expecting that there may be a few less people in the UK watching us tonight because they'll all be down the pub. Because you can go and drink your pubs now. So that's good. Well, hello, welcome, good evening. And tonight I've got a cup of tea because I just feel like a cup of tea because it's so hot and muggy tonight, isn't it? It's horrible out there.
It's a bit muggy, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit muggy. So we're here for our Monday night usual live stream, eModels.co.uk, and it's us. There's Foxx, Chris, Colin, me, and myself, and we're going to keep you entertained for another hour and a half of merriment, goodliness, and no doubt lots of talking about food.
Goodliness.
Yeah,
I like that word. I like that word.
Goodliness.
Can I just say one thing first? There seems to be 3 people this side of the screen all wearing the appropriate company-issued uniform. After telling Foxx off last week, someone...
Foxx last week had an unofficial shirt on. This actually came from eModels. So
don't you go bringing your committiness into it, mate?
This is the alternate summer attire.
Oh,
it's the away team uniform. I got you right.
This is the official away team summer strip.
You could have at least worn a school tie, Ted. You would have got away with it.
Yeah.
Now, before we get going, I'm under contractual obligation. Mama Foxx bought me a present a few days ago. She said, "I bought you a hat for your Monday stream."
Oh,
let's present it without comment.
Oh, God. Oh.
I don't know where my hair ends and the hat begins. So I shall now wear this for the show because Mama Foxx bought it for me for a joke. So it's actually bent in the wrong way.
You did. I mean, one of them shot, but you did say you was thinning on top of it, and people are now going to go, Foxx has dyed his hair and he's all trendy.
I bet though, when that arrived and you opened the package and looked inside, your hat sort of like Mr. Beat. I
bet he really loves it.
See, ideally, in an ideal world, what would happen is this would be really long and it'd be like Fraggle hair. So when you move your head, it goes like that. That'd be even funny, but it doesn't do that. It's kind of static.
I could so see you colouring that with pigment to dye it to the same colour as your beard and going, yes, folks, this is my natural flowing locks.
I'm just thinking, is it Bjorn Borg or Boris Becker? I'm not.
Andre Agassi.
That would be it.
Yeah. You just need some leg warmers and you're very, very 70s there.
I think leg warmers are a bit 80s, Ted. 70s is more habitat.
Good hat wobble, though. Good hat wobble.
That's because there's something alive under it, I think.
How dare you call me alive, sir?
A very inspired choice from Mama Foxx as well.
I'm not alive, I'm a princess.
People in chat seem to like it.
Yeah, well done, Mama Foxx. Keep buying him hats.
No, don't keep buying me hats.
Keep buying him hats.
You could get him a selection of different colours.
Now, Tedward.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Christopher, where's your hat?
It's here. I have a hat.
Oh, God. I can hear people shouting in my ears already.
Where is this hat, Chris? Where is it? It appears to be not on your head.
Where's the check?
There you go. That's much better.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
Yes. Now there's only one of us missing headwear. There we go. The skipper's in.
It sort of like goes with the t-shirt now, doesn't it?
No, not at all.
It really does go with your t-shirt.
Yeah, same sort of colour.
Same sort of colouring. It's black and white. The t-shirt's blue
and yellow.
It's completely different colourings.
I've got gold in the crown.
Chris, in Ted's world, they match perfectly, mate.
Yeah, it's spot on, Ted. It matches perfectly. It all blends in. We can almost not see your head in the middle. It's fine.
I can't see where the t-shirt ends in that.
All right.
Peter Davies says, "What the heck is going on?"
Yeah, I think we might.
We have no idea.
Does that mean I've got to put that one on instead then?
Yeah, go for it. There you go.
I think that's pretty cool.
I think that needs to be your official hat anyway, because it's steampunk, dude. It's fast.
For eModels, then I've got to put the steampunk.
Yeah, well, I have put an order in with Mrs. Ted to knit me a Submariner's jumper, so I'll have one of them white wool neck.
You mean like
sweat.
a proper Captain Haddock?
Yes. Yeah, I've put an order in. Whether I ever get one or whether I'll be about 102 by the time it arrives.
Yeah.
You know, so
Colin, I think all that needs, Colin, is a big feather in the band.
A feather in the
Big
band,
like
is it?
ostrich, a bit like peacock feather or something.
Oh, I could rustle one of them. I've got a peacock just over here.
Then he just looked like a pimp.
I knew it was again.
Always
We've already got Scale Modelling Chaos saying that Ted looks like a cheap rate stripper.
hey, no way am I cheap rate. My rates are very extortionate.
The thing is, people are going to tune in and think we're the latest boy band, didn't they? Deadwood.
And don't forget, Ted's not cheap. If you don't finish the thing, you don't get a ding.
Yes.
See what we did there.
So,
Yeah.
on that note, what have you finished this week? Let us know what you finished between last week and this week, and you can have a ding. Yes,
You get a ding for a thing.
You've got to be in it to win it.
In it to win it.
Yes. So in the meantime, let's go over to Foxx and do the usual terms and conditions, and that'll take up another 5
10 minutes in. There we go.
Yeah.
10 minutes in. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, all I can see is I've got my camera there, and all I can see at the top of my camera is orange fuzz. It's not.
That's all we can see. That's all we can see on your camera as well.
Yes. Anyway, yes.
I thought Bernie Clifton had left his emu behind. Oh no, it was an
Anyway,
ostrich, wasn't it?
It wasn't that emu TV aerial roof falling. Yeah, it was Rod Hull. Yes, welcome. It's the Monday show. It's your show. It's all about having fun and sitting around talking nonsense for an hour and a half. And we might occasionally talk about model making. But the focus here is you guys hanging out and having a good time in chat. So if you're watching this and you're not in the live chat, but if you're watching it embedded on Facebook or Twitter or something like that, click on the YouTube icon that's down in the bottom right hand corner down there somewhere under Colin's left logo. And click on that YouTube icon and that'll take you to YouTube where you can carry on watching and join the live chat. Now remember, we're all old and rubbish. We've all got the chat in front of us, apart from Ted, who's got the chat halfway across the room. And it's all really small. So if you want to catch our attention, Ted's like, oh, that's it. Ted, you need the periscope hat. You need to twist it so you can periscope the chat.
You've got to remember that Ted's probably also got the chat from last week as well. So
yeah, but Ted might have that chat from like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, if you want to get our attention in chat, please do put your comment in capital letters.
Yes, there is a goal.
Yeah.
as Fox was saying, put your comments in capital letters so we've got a good chance of seeing it, because otherwise we won't, and Fox will fall over and it'll all be okay again. So yeah, there we go. He's back now. Look. No, he's gone. No, he's back. He's back. He's gone.
Oh well, we're wait minutes in and it's falling over already. It's the hat. I think it's a static in the hat. It's causing problems.
It's like a Tesla hat. I can charge phones off this. It's great. Yeah, so put your chat in capital letters or...
But I said it before when you weren't here.
Yeah, or if you want to, you can at us, but you have to at us by our channel names. Or you can just do a super chat by clicking the dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window. Puts your comment in the coloured box, we can't possibly miss it. But at the very least, put your comment in capitals so we have a chance to see it. And don't forget, of course, this is an eModel show for eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your modelling needs. What Ted just said. So please be good in chat and keep it family friendly, and please don't discuss other model retailers in the chat. That's it. That's all the words.
I've just noticed the background of Fox. Is it changed again? Have you had a swap round in there?
No,
He's moved his camera a bit.
Instead of facing that way, instead of facing my computer monitor over there, I'm facing this way.
He's like a jaunty angle, isn't he? He's all suave.
You're a jaunty angle.
Yeah.
Well, this way it looks like I've got, at least I can show I've got a modelling workbench rather than just a cabinet full of stuff I built years ago.
I've got a door.
I want to be a door.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've been building Mrs. Ted her own workshop sewing room today. So, but I've sort of gained out of that because the son's moved out, and we've converted his bedroom into Mrs. Ted's sewing room. I've sort of gained out of it because I've got some nice stacking drawers, and I've got some shelves over there. Yeah, so
Has she noticed yet?
No. Yeah. When we went to IKEA the other day, I shoved a few extra things on the trolley. So yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant you nicked them off of her. Oh, okay, it's all right.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I did take them down from the son's room as well, and I'll have them. Yeah. Oh, I'll just take these to the tip, love. putting them up in the loft here.
Good man.
Now,
Yes.
just for anyone who may not be fully conversant with the Cumbria accent, you do, of course, mean a sewing room, not a sawing room.
So
She's not sawing.
Dressmaking.
Oh yeah, that's what she does. She does a bit of sewing, and a bit of whittling and things like that. She turns out wonderful things.
She's down there going, Edward, bring me a tool before.
Things you can do, things Mrs. Ted can do with a saw. She can even play it.
Bring me a tool before, a stair rod, and a pint of heavy. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh,
I may have the
bless her.
wrong image of Mrs. Ted there.
So right, has anybody finished anything? Let's have a look through in the chat. People are trying to get sort of dings, but you can't have them unless you've actually finished them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't say, "I
Spiddy
finished my dinner."
Q8 says, I finished my coffee and my bourbons. Can I have a ding?
No, you know the rules. You know the rules.
I finished nothing, says Peter Davey, so at least he's honest.
Well, I finished my experiment of doing my own scale tree. No, experiment. No, let us know when you've completed the experiment and the whole experiment is finished, and you can write a thesis on it, and you can have it sort of peer approved and things like that, and then we'll give you a ding.
See, whenever I see the word experiment, I feel compelled to go, but nobody gets that joke.
Nah.
'Cause
Oh
nobody,
yeah.
used to- nobody watched school programs in the 1980s apart from me and Ted.
Well, I did,
Ted,
but I
Ted
don't
was a
remember.
copper, so I don't know why he was watching them.
Scale model chaos. I finished a Meng Toon M26 Pershing and a 172nd Panavia. How do you say that? Panavia.
Panavia.
Tornado GR1.
There's
Yeah,
only
it's a
one.
lovely
Two bits.
thing.
There
Okay.
you
We'll
go.
give you two for that. There's two models there, so we'll give you two. Joseph Borg, anybody know why my 3-volt battery is getting hot powering four 3-volt bulbs on my model robot? Any electricians out there?
It should probably only be powering one 3-volt bulb.
Yeah,
Because
you're trying to push 12 volts through a circuit from a 3-volt battery. So
No,
that
he's doing it the other way though. It depends whether his battery is. It should still get hot if it's either
it's trying
parallel or
to chuck too much power out of it. It's causing chemical reactions inside the battery to happen too quickly.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, you basically got 12 volts worth of bulbs, but you're only putting 3 volts through it, so your battery's working out.
Yeah, it depends how you've wired the bulbs up though.
Yeah.
If you
Edward
wire them
Leonard's
through,
saying use a 9-volt battery and put 3-volt resistors on the LEDs.
I have no knowledge about
yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be early.
Ohm's law, innit?
Sprieger says, looks like Fox has got some kind of purple rinse thing going on. You mean with the orange hair? That's not purple.
Yeah. Sarah
Might
Jane
be
says
the
Fox
colours on
looks
your
like the cousin of Orville the duck.
Did
that duck.
anyone... Sorry, go on.
I wish I could fly. Oh, I hate that duck. I hate that duck.
Aye,
Did
that
anyone
duck.
do Tim Young's?
It's either that or Chris Evans.
No.
He finished his FW190 in the harbour build as shown on the boom up.
Ooh. Yay. Shout out to Norway. It's their Constitution Day, says Anders Eriksson. It's not a ding, but he gets a shout out.
Happy
Hooray,
Constitution Day.
Norway.
Lee Barrett saying that he received the prize he won from last week, and it's super cute. Put a picture up in the eModels Facebook group, mate. They love
Oh
all
yeah,
that.
that was the aircraft carrier, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, the guys at eModels all love to
Keep
see
the
that, mate.
aircraft carrier.
Oh, that's a controversial one. AJ says, Ted, I finished the 3D print of Baby Yoda. Do I get a ding?
3D printing.
Yeah, I suppose it's model related, isn't it?
Yes,
You know,
it's yeah.
Has it been
You
painted
get a
though?
bit of a ding.
A tentative ding, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we get half a ding. Yeah, that's
You have to put
yeah.
you have to put something like a sock on it. And
Don't know. Don't do that because he'll put his hand over it and hit his hand and.
Yeah.
George Taylor says, I started another ship, but this one is small, so I can actually finish it and get a ding. I'll be waiting years for a ding on my other big ship. Michael Jackman says, 172nd Revell Type 9C U-boat finished. Ted, did you get the pictures? Expect the mother of all dings.
Oh yes, I did get the pictures. I've got the last set of pictures when you were putting the conning tower on and things like that. I haven't been able to check my emails today, but I'll have a look. But in the meantime, There you are. There's a big ding. Well done for that. Yes.
Yeah.
And I saw the progress. It was looking brilliant. Well done.
I finished my first eModels order last night. That needs a ding, surely, says Mac.
No. Only when you finish the order. When you finish things that came in the order, that's when you get a ding.
Yeah. But for spending money at eModels, you get the hug of happiness.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll all send you virtual hugs in the post.
You can do hugs now, can't we? We're allowed to do hugs.
Oh yes, yeah.
Has anyone done any hugs today?
Yeah,
That
apparently.
knock at your door is currently Paul Stewart.
I did
Boy,
consider
boy.
detouring round to his house on the way home today, but I didn't because it was raining. But
For those that don't know, Paul Stewart's Chris's Bezzy. So best
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah, I did see on the
huggers.
news that you can now hug your family, but I just wondered what happens if you don't want to hug your family.
you don't have
Is
to.
it-
I think it's not.
Is it obligatory or
Did you turn the news off as soon as it started telling that story so your family didn't find out?
That's when you activate that little silver lock on your man cave door, isn't it?
Hello, I've come round to hug you now.
Yeah, knock. Hello, I'm here with a hug. Go away.
Is that why Ted comes up and then pulls the ladder up behind him?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Ted's actually got. Ted sits there making the submarine klaxon noise that, but he just makes the noise with his mouth. Pulls it up.
Periscope comes out of his roost, doesn't it?
That's it. Oh, we're back in the chat. It's a U-boat laugh.
Sprue Glue Addict finished the packet of chocolate hobnobs in under an hour. Ding ding. That's not long. That's not quick. One packet of biscuits under an hour.
Finish a packet of hobnobs in under 5 minutes, then you'll be on a winner.
Yeah, that's an impressive time. But
Yeah, shoving them all in.
There is only
after
one
the
problem with eating lots of chocolate hobnobs, though. You can get a bit egg bound if you eat too many all in one go. I'll leave it at that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. Bit
But Athol says it must be cold down in England as you're wearing hats, except Cole. That's his trademark.
Oh yes, love me, love my hats.
No, yeah.
Yeah, hats. Yeah, hats. It's
Hats.
With an H.
Hats.
Yeah, that's right. It's become part of the show, really, hasn't it? Hats.
Yes. Yeah. Emma Jane Young says, I finished my Metcalfe Castle in N-gauge 148th scale or 148th scale with mounted knights.
Oh, well done, Anna Jane.
Does that mean mounted on a horse or mounted on a plinth? I don't.
Yeah.
That klaxon noise hasn't changed much. It still sounds like that, said Donald Mackenzie. What do you mean that?
do you have to do that to make the noise? Does that help?
You have to go, I don't know why it's that. Not that. I don't...
Oh dear. Right. Yep, that's the chat
I
today.
like
then.
Mouth
I always
noises are the
understood
best.
it though that unlike the Americans, the British were very reserved when it comes to diving the submarine. There wasn't any klaxons or anything like that. It was just a case of dive the submarine. Number one, aye sir. Dive the submarine. Diving submarine, sir.
Would you mind kindly
Jolly
just
good.
diving a little bit slightly, please, more, see?
Did you all have to train to do that special lean forward thing, or is that just normal? As
Yeah,
the submarine's diving.
yeah.
You're leaning backwards, otherwise you'd fall over.
Well, you look at the American films of anyone in a submarine; they all stand there, don't they? They're all like,
See, I grew up watching the full series of Das Boat, so I'm disappointed every time I see a British submarine doesn't have Tiefenwasser on the little dials on the front on the gauges. I'm like, no, it should say Tiefenwasser.
Yeah, sausages hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yes, Michael Jackerman's already started the belly and bench. His belly
good.
was half-pound cheeseburger,
Yes.
chips and salad, no tomato, and a giant strawberry sundae down the pub. Bench vacant, working a parcel for delivery. Parcel P. Oh, cool. Oh,
Sarah Jane says, did you give Primetime Modelling a ding for completing a superb diorama? If not,
Oh,
why not?
I was just going back to find it. Yes. Primetime Modelling says, can I have a ding for finishing my Battle of Britain diorama build?
yeah,
of
good
course,
diorama.
of
That.
course. Yes, if it's finished, well done.
Don't forget, guys, because we are old and rubbish and miss half the things that go on in chat. If you do make a comment for our attention and we don't pick up on it, you can always post it a few minutes later. But make sure you put it in all caps or at one of us or
Yeah,
or
that's
do a
it.
super chat because we'll probably miss a lot of stuff because we're old and rubbish and the chat's all the way over there. So
Yeah, and the chat moves quite quickly. By the time we're talking like we're talking now, there's been another 24 comments in. But do try. If we do miss it, we don't miss it intentionally.
Dave Cardboard says my favourite submarine is Seaview. I could never figure out how the shark pool never spilled. Seaview, do you remember that Seaview DSV? That failed.
Yeah, was it Seaview?
Wait, is it
Sequest?
Sequest
the
DSV.
Oh,
DSV,
Seaview's voyage. Seaview's voyage. I know which one it was. I've got the theme in my head now.
Scale Model and Chaos says British submarine. Listen, lads, we'll be going down towards the seabed. Make sure the pot of tea doesn't get knocked over.
Yeah.
Bring the biscuits.
Dave Cardboard. Oh no, I've done that one. Scale Modelling Chaos says belly beef vindaloo with all the trimmings. Bench. What trimmings with the beef vindaloo? You've got beef and rice. What are the trimmings? And bench a 135th Humvee. Jolly good.
Tim Young watched Operation Petticoat. I remember that film. That's where they pinched all the paint from the stores, wasn't it? And the only colour they could get was pink.
I don't remember.
Yeah. The best pink submarine movie ever made. It was a good film, that. I like that era of films.
Max saying belly. Oh, go on.
No, go on. You just started it.
Max saying belly, beautiful ham and cheese omelette.
Ham and cheese. Ham and cheese.
With an H.
Ham with an
and
H.
cheese.
What kind of ham, Cole?
Ham
With an H?
with H.
With an H.
Yeah. How many did you get, mate? Was it £3 for a pound?
Free for pound.
Scale Modelling Chaos had come back with the trimmings. Samosas, badges.
Bages.
Bages.
I don't know where you're going with that.
Didn't they do Staying Alive?
Bee Gees, you can just imagine their heads going.
Yeah, I should read them first before I jump in on them.
No, Ted, you shouldn't.
Oh, dear.
Got this image now, Kenny Everett doing his Bee Gees kit.
Sarah Jane says, no excuse for missing chat. There's 4 of you. Lucky I'm not a spanner. We are kind of busy doing the presenting bit. And also, it's literally 3 foot from me in the text.
It takes a lot of effort to look this good.
Yeah, there's no excuses. It's like, we're all just very shoddy.
Yeah, these are the real glasses I wear from day-to-day work. The ones I really wear are much thicker. So, I just put these on.
The ones you really wear is like the pink horn rims with the sticky, the Dame Edna style. Oh, no, they wear your weekend glasses, aren't they, Ted? Sorry, I gave that away now, haven't I? Sorry.
I've just lost the head.
Angus Allett says, hi all, it's 6:22 a.m. I'm going back to bed. Well, thank you for popping in, Angus. Enjoy the rest of your sleeps. Primetime Modelling says, belly, spag, bowl, bench, nothing. Has just finished my Battle of Britain builds.
Bob, I thought he was going to say Bob the Builder, but yeah.
That's why I had to kind of stumble a bit. I was like, Bob. And Max says, bench parts 5, 6, 7, and 8 of the Alien part work arriving this week. I'm doing my chat as part works.
Oh.
Tim Young has come up with a belly, scrambled eggs with chorizo on toast. That sounds nice. With a vegan sausage roll and baked beans.
Wait, mixing vegan sausage roll and chorizo ham.
Vegan sausage rolls.
That's heresy, that isn't it?
But why have the vegan sausage roll and ham?
Yeah.
Because you
could have
might
had a
like
real
vegan
sausage
sausage rolls. I had a vegan sausage roll once. It was all right.
I've eaten vegan food. It's quite nice. Just don't get the
How
London
can it be
garlic
a
stuff, it's
vegan
horrible.
sausage roll? It's not sausage, is it?
It's a vegan roll.
You know what I mean? It's a wrap, isn't it? It's just a vegetable wrap.
It's a vegetable tube comestible. Anders Ericsson says, belly, spaghetti bologna for lunch. Do you mean spaghetti bologna or spaghetti bolognese? Bologna is like something else.
Bologna.
Some coffee and fruit just now. Bench going back to the 148th Kettencraft rad after my tree experiment.
Tree.
Tree is doing science with the trees.
I see we've got a new name. What it appears, I think it's a new name in chat above that. It's Psycho Fish.
Psycho Fish. Yeah.
Psycho Fish spending all Dad's money in the chat.
Yeah, Psycho Fish. Yeah. Hello, Psycho.
If you don't know, Ted, Psycho Fish is the fish that lives in Dad's fish tank.
Yeah.
And it's got Dad's credit card and spends all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's mad.
And it uses Wi-Fi.
He's a
Yeah.
patron of mine and Dad's. It's like, it's mad world we live in.
Welcome, Sam.
All right.
I will
Good
say to
evening.
you, Fox, you are at some point going to get Mama Fox coming up telling you off.
No. Emma Jane Young says the vegan sausage roll was mine, but Tim ate it. Oh, well, there you go. That explains why you had ham and a vegan sausage roll. Emma Jane Young says it was not great. Belly chicken tikka masala bench 1350 USS Hancock now built with decals to do next, says Bobbins. And Anders Ericsson says yes, bolognese. It may have been autocorrect.
Steve131, belly southern fried chicken and chips, bench blocked by a workman. What? That needs more explaining, doesn't it? How's your bench blocked by work? What?
We got like a load of workmen trapped in your spare room or something. You're just not letting them out. This is the gas man. You've got the electric guy there. There's the builder from down the road. I just collect them. Are you just collecting random workmen in your spare room?
There's a bit of talk going on about submarines in the chat, about the colours of trenchant, HMA trenchant. Submarines.
Michael Jackman says now he wants a 1/72 Revell Type 7C, as he's already got the 72nd Gator. The Revell 1/72 Type 7C is actually a good model. It's actually a good U-boat. Some of the upper deck details are a bit lumpy, and you can throw the figures away and throw the thread away, but it's actually a really good kit. I built 2 of them. They're pretty good. It's good stuff. Get some easy line and get some. Don't get the figures are vinyl and on little stands. They're like little.
Oh,
When you-
as
the little
soon
ones
as
you
you're moving,
play-
the paint falls off.
Yeah, and they're on little bases. Like you remember when you were a kid and you get the little figures that you little soldiers. They're like that. And they're really beautifully sculpted, but they're flippy floppy. They're just useless. So just throw them away. It's a shame because they're really nicely sculpted for Revell. They actually look like human beings, which is a first. But
Yeah, I think perhaps they're like you sometimes see in a museum where they have a representative of a figure. It's just a person painting it, a blue person. Perhaps that's what they're intended for. Just to give
I
them
don't know what it is because they do look like the old little sort of bloke on a little round base, but and they're vinyl. It's like, but I've spent 80 quid on this 3 foot long U-boat. You're not giving me decent figures, so yeah, just throw them away. You can get 3rd-party ones. They're much better.
Right.
William Rayborn, belly tonight. I'll be making a chicken pot pie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What's a pot pie?
You need a
Pot
chicken
pie.
and a
Yeah,
pot.
I
and
know
then you're
what
sorted.
a chicken.
Pie in a pot.
I know what a chicken pie is, but the chicken.
Is it just
pot-
is it like a bowl of hot pot with a lid on it that's made of pie crust by any chance, or something, or is it just is it a slow cook? I don't know.
Yeah, but perhaps well, we should do another segment, shouldn't we? About
Why don't we
food
just actually ask
William.
William what a pot pie is, because he's making one. He can tell us.
Well,
That'd be the easiest thing to do, wouldn't it?
This is like a
it seems like we've gone off at a tangent here, and we've done things all wrong because we haven't done something what we usually do straight after the terms and conditions.
I know. I did say to Fox at some point his mum's going to come up and beat him, but he was.
Oh, was that what that
prattling
was in
at the
relation
time.
to?
I didn't know what you were
Yeah.
talking about. I thought you were talking about whatever we were talking about at the time. I didn't realise you were talking about that.
Yeah,
No, you was in mid-yatter.
we might as well skip round Ted's tunes because I've totally forgot about them all.
Oh, bless you.
Again, yeah.
There we go.
So-
We're all set up
so
for
what-
Vetter's factoid.
Oh, yes. Got a factoid for you here, folks. He says, leaning forward so we can read it. In 1955, an highly classified US patent, number 2,708,656,
I
for the
remember.
first atomic pile was finally issued 11 years after it had been filed on December the 19th, 1944. Work on the initial application started 6 months before the reactor was
6 months?
completed. And
5
it
months.
was titled Neutronic Reactor. There you go.
Before you do another one, Colin, we've just got in from William. It's chicken and mixed vegetables in a pie crust.
Oh,
Because that'll be
Yes,
gone by the
also-
time we finish.
He did also say it's just chicken pie.
That was well interrupted, that Chris. It was almost like, we've just got some breaking news.
So it's breaking news.
Just some-
It's showing in there.
It was our roving reporter there. I'm mightily impressed with
Yeah.
how he done there.
We've all got little phones on our desks, so we can yes. I'm just getting from the producer now. Yes.
Got birth.
Hang on a minute. Mine's over here. I've got the news. Hello. Yeah, hello. Oh, you've got some breaking news for us. Oh, go, John,
Hot
go ahead.
off the news desk, Ted.
Is that the banker? East 4554.
4-5.
455. East 54.
Got
And
birth.
on with Festus Factor.
Yeah, we got birth now. On this very day in 1950, Marcel Roland de Quervain was born, and he was a Swiss glaciologist who investigated the physical properties of snow, which he applied to the development of avalanche warning systems. Yeah, there's a lot of snow falling from up there, mate. Run.
Like it.
Next birth is a bloke. He was a Norwegian physical chemist, and his name was Odd Hassel with an H.
I occasionally get an odd hassle.
Yeah, I mean, Odd Hassel. And he, what did he do? He won the 1969 Nobel Prize for Chemistry for his work in establishing conformational analysis, which was the study of 3D geometric structures of molecules.
Of what, sorry?
Molecules.
Molecules.
Yeah.
Molecules. Yeah.
What else have we got? Births was Elvin Charles Stackman was born on this day in 1885, and he was an American plant pathologist. He did something with Vaseline. Yeah. Oh, he did something with Vaseline there. Oh, he attached Vaseline coated slides to plane wings to collect evidence of parasitic red spores of crop fungal rusts.
Did you say he was a plant apologist?
A plant pathologist.
Is that like someone just goes around saying, "I'm very, very sorry, plants"? I don't.
Oh yeah, it's like that plant. It is dead. It is a dead plant.
This plant was murdered. It
See
was
what I did
Moida.
there? See what
It
I
was
did?
Moida.
There's been a murder on my patch.
We're going over for the deaths now, folks.
Yeah,
So
I
it's sad.
put my hat on just so I can take it off.
Yeah, sad day. Yeah.
Some of us are still wearing hats, you see. Some of us aren't. So.
This bloke was a German-American physicist.
He's getting better at that word, isn't he?
He is. And he invented a field emission microscope. There you go. And his name was Erwin Wilhelm Muller. And it's got one of them used with the dots on it. One of them. Muller.
One of them.
One of them.
Is that not Snake? I thought that was.
Yeah.
No, I think it's like half a baby tiger.
And he published images of tungsten in a 1951 in the journal. Oh, God.
Excellent.
Zeitschrift für Physik.
That was quite straight to get that out, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was some of that.
Feedback for Colin. If you look at like comments when Colin's read German, people are saying things like, "I never knew the lower lip could completely go over the top."
Oh
of the head.
yeah. God, this one. Oh my God. This bloke, he died on the 17th of May in 1960 at the age of 54 even. 15.
50.
And he's
1988.
I thought it was just me getting
He
mixed
died at
up.
the age of 1988.
His name was Prince Boris Borisovich Gulison. Oh yeah, that was it. Sorry, I was just about to say Gulison was Russian, but he was a Russian.
Gulison was Russian.
You kind of stepped over the edge of the cliff there, didn't you? Whoa.
He was a physicist and seismologist who developed scientific methods and instruments for earthquake observations even.
Oh, he'd have gone quite well with that guy that was developed avalanches and things.
Absolutely. And last but
Developed
not least,
avalanches.
Yeah, he'll have been. Hello, hey, ground shaking a bit. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's going to be an avalanche. Yeah,
avalanche over there, mate. It's on its way. The last one, folks, was an American civil engineer, writer, and editor. And his name was Arthur Mellon Wellington. And I've just like
Arthur Mellon Wellington.
Arthur Mellon Wellington, please, waiter. And his fame was based on writing the economic theory of the location of railways. There you
The,
go,
the,
folks.
the
All I can
theory
hear
of
in my
the-
head, Arthur Mellon Warrington. No, I'll have a full one, please.
Exactly. No, I don't
Yeah.
want half. I want a full one.
For
Lovely.
another 30p, mate, you can make that a pint if you want.
So there you go, folks. Fox has been saved from a beating from his mum because we remembered
Yeah.
the factoid.
Anders tells you that the U with the spider bite over the top of it is actually a Y, basically.
Spider bite.
Oh, is it? Spider bite.
It's
Oh,
got the big
well,
fangs, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got the old on there.
Wait, no,
yeah.
in German, the U with the umlaut is U.
Aye.
In German,
Aye.
it's U.
Ooh.
Like football would be foosball because it's with the. So I don't know. I'm guessing that's in crazy Norwegian. It will be like a Y sound. Maybe, I don't know.
No, we haven't forgot anything else, have we? Apart from my.
You were going to do Ted's tunes now, aren't
We
we?
was going to do Ted's tunes.
Yeah, I'll just bring it up. There you go. You're all set up. I've got the Ted's tunes logo up and
Yeah,
everything.
not only did you forget your T-shirt,
Yeah, this is the bit where you get to sit for 10 minutes and just,
This day in history, 25 years ago, there was some music.
Yay!
yeah, Ted's turn, Ted's turn, Ted's turn.
On this day, 25 years ago, it was 1995. I knew a thing.
Oh no!
Yeah, there isn't any music this week. Yeah,
No
There's
music
no
this week.
music.
There we go.
yeah. I thank you for watching Ted's Tunes.
Yeah, that went well there, Ted.
Yeah,
Whiz by, mate.
There was
Yeah,
no
it was
music.
Yeah, I think it would work better if we could actually play the music, but we can't because
Not
allowed to, are we?
So,
No.
so, yeah, but I have to have a rethink on that one. I was hoping that the segment would instill some earworms in people's heads and things, but it just doesn't work, does it?
You can't do it without the actual music, can you, really?
Nah, you can't. It doesn't work. Right. Anyway,
We'll replace it next week with a new slot called Ted's Favourite Swear Words.
Ted's tips. Ted's tips.
yeah. Last week it was toilet. This week it was something totally different.
Yes, it was,
Yes,
wasn't
it
it?
was very different this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've still not forgotten that. Toilet.
There's them words we can't use on an eModel stream, wouldn't it, Ted?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
One of them.
Yeah.
More
Stay
than
tuned
one.
till we go private after hours for some swear words.
Yeah, because the people that don't know Ted in real life are often shocked when they realise he does occasionally swear.
Oh yeah, it's just so funny though because he says it in his broadcasting voice, doesn't he? It's just like so eloquently dropped.
No, yeah. It's like when even a vicar will hit his thumb with a hammer occasionally and say a rude word.
Yeah.
What's next? What should we talk about now then? What can we think about?
And Anders says in German, Müller is Müller, as far as I learned. No, I could be wrong. I'm no expert on the German. I thought it was like a
Meiler is
Meiler.
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 German has some very strange pronunciations. I used to have a friend I knew, a lady called it, and I'll see if I can get it right. Her name, very simple, EVA. You say Eva. She goes, no, it's not. It's Eva. And I'm like, it's better. And I could never pronounce it right. And it's a 3-letter name. And I used to get told because I couldn't pronounce her name right. And it's like, it's just EVA. How can I not? It was such a specific pronunciation that I could never get it right.
But is that not just
Eve.
making things up?
Probably, yeah. But it's German, isn't it?
I mean, you get all the Irish names that you see them written down, and it's nothing like that. It's no,
That's how
When
That's-
people
yeah.
correct you for a name and they go, it's actually pronounced so and so, and they do that when you've met them for the first time, and it's like, yeah, all right.
it's pronounced John. Yeah, but it's spelt QUEAFPA.
Yeah, yeah,
BHHSS.
yeah. Oh, you're supposed to have the in the middle. Go, yeah, all right.
Scale modelling chaos. Teddy's bluer than Roy Chubby Brown. Could be. I have been known to swear.
Yeah, you're not far wrong actually.
Yeah. Get Ted on a late night stream. There's a bit of it goes a bit blue for the dads. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you get a Ted tirade, don't you? It's like, yes, he's in.
Ted's Tirade. That's what we're going to have next week.
Yeah.
Ted's tirade.
I think what we should do is find a way of recording the pre-show chat that we can sort of.
Oh yeah, I've been recording them for weeks.
Continual beat, wasn't it?
I've been recording them for weeks. I've got them in a special file on my desktop called Blackmail.
Yeah. It's also got a subtitle. Pete's wallet.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, we'll release them at the end of the year. The pre-show chat for
Yeah.
adults only.
The eModels blooper reels.
Oh dear.
Anders says in Swedish we have snake-bitten O's and A's with their very own phonetics.
There you go.
There's only
Wow.
one word I can say in Swedish, or it might be Finnish. Oh, it's actually Icelandic. Never mind, I'll shut up.
Yeah,
It's
I'll just give
Icelandic.
up and quit whilst
Yeah.
you're behind there, mate.
Yeah, it's all that
Jürgen
area.
says, Jürgen says Welsh is his first language, and then is German's a doddle for him. Yeah. I used to have a colleague at work who was Welsh, and he could speak fluent Welsh. And it used to get me that if you speak two languages, what do you think in your head when you want to say something? Do you think, say you're German, say your first language is German. If you want to say something in English, do you think it in English in your head before you say it? Or do you
You
think
have to. It was it Firefox where you had to learn to think in Russian or something because the plane was controlled by your brainwaves.
Yeah.
So you can obviously learn to. If you live in a country long enough, then you'll learn to think in that language. I think. Pretty sure the one you use most.
Yeah. I'm sure
it's
people in chat will tell us that are multilingual. Do you think it in the language you want to say it, or do you think it in your
My
native?
interactions with Sergeant Bones, he lives in Germany and is natively was born American, but he'll think and speak in the German, and then from the German he's looking to translate from German back to English, because obviously he resides in Germany, so his first language is German now.
I mean, our friend TK, we've spoken to him in the past about, English is his second language, and he says, he still thinks in his language and then has to translate it before he says it. But he's been, he had a decent education, so he kind of almost speaks natively English.
Yeah.
Almost. So, and he's been speaking English in his language for years. So. And he still has to kind of think. He doesn't have to think as much now, but he still sometimes goes a bit quiet because he's got to think of the words.
I think it's the same with Vincent, isn't it? Because his native tongue's Flemish, isn't it? Because he's in the Flemish part of Belgium, and then he'll translate from that to English. And
Yeah. Anders says, I always think in Swedish and try and translate to English. That's why some of my replies get so slow. Everybody that's bilingual is doing so much better than me. It's just, it's unreal.
See, I have to translate from Festa to English, and it don't always work out.
It's a language of one.
Some things just have no translation.
They don't, do they?
But it's like I had a standard British education, so I learned bog standard French, which is long gone now. I've not spoken it in 25, 30 years. And that was only like for 5 or 6 years I learnt it, so I was having to constantly think what I was trying to say in French.
The old Jean-Paul and Marie France book, was it?
Monsieur and Madame Bertillon.
When you say
Yes,
25 or 30, you really mean 35 or 40, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Monsieur Bertillon, who worked at Orly Airport as a douanier.
See, you know it all.
No, I remember the stuff that was in the books. It's like, I know that all the bad guys always drove a scimitar. I don't know why. Like in British comics, the bad guys had like old like Mark II Jaguars, or Ford Zephyrs.
Yeah.
In France, the bad guys always drove like scimitars.
Yeah, scimitars. Yeah.
And it was like, what was it? There was, oh god, now the dog was called Kiki and the cat was called Mike, I think. The kids were called Alain and something. There's a daughter called something.
Bob.
No, I'm afraid when it comes to French, even Asterix the Gaul was too much for me. Yeah.
I did actually have a few Asterix books in French, and I couldn't figure them out for the most part. But yeah, I had to think consciously of what I was trying to. Sometimes I'd say things quite quickly, and then I'd have to stop and
we
think.
did the whole languages, sort of French, then French studies, then German, and as soon as I left the school gate, it was like, I won't be using that.
Yeah, I always wanted to learn German, but I never did. I only ever got French. And I was quite glad that I had it, but I got to use it once in France, and I was already 10 years old at that point. I just learnt it, so I'd already kind of
A lot of
forgotten most
people
of it.
say English people are very bad at learning languages. What they don't realise is on mainland Europe, you have such a diversity of languages. It's easy for them to learn English as a second language, whereas we have to learn each and every one, wouldn't we? And
Well, the other thing is, of course, maybe not so much nowadays, but when I was at school, you didn't start learning a foreign language till secondary school. Till you were
that's
like
it.
13.
2 years before you left
Whereas-
school, it was no use to you, was it?
On the continent, kids are learning English like at primary school level. So We literally were 13, at which point our brains are past the point of learning a new language. Pretty much, you need to get kids when they're like 5 or 6, 7 years old, because that's when they can really learn multiple languages.
I've always been of the opinion when you learn English, you should learn the British Sign Language in symbol for that word as well, so that people learn to sign at the same time.
On that note, Skylar, my granddaughter, she came home this week and she was doing the alphabet in sign language, which I think is brilliant. If more schools would do that, I really need to learn it myself, because
you're the same as me. Your deafness is getting worse, isn't it?
Stone deaf.
And it's difficult. It's like lip reading when they try and teach you that, isn't it?
Yeah, I've watched a few videos on lip reading, and it's all about forming the sentence in your head rather than reading the lips. So I do try. This wearing masks has got me totally screwed.
It is difficult, but I often wish that, because I would like to have been more fluent in sign language, purely because obviously I'm going deaf myself. So it's. I think it should be taught in schools, perhaps alongside that a language, like be it French or Spanish or whatever. So you're learning the two words side by side all the time.
Well, they are teaching languages now in primary school, which is good. Like, in my day, it was like literally you had to wait till secondary school.
Too late,
it was French or German. Yeah, you're not receptive to new languages at that point. You need to get a kid when they're like 5, 6 years old.
Yes, absolutely.
Because they're like a sponge.
But it's frustrating, because when you're English and abroad, you do. I feel embarrassed when I'm in a foreign country that I don't speak the lingo, so to speak. And it is really frustrating, because I like to go to the countryside, say in Italy, and have a bit of the local cuisine and just sort of see a bit of the culture, But just frustrating.
Yeah, it becomes a bit embarrassing when you try your pidgin French and they just give up, try to understand what you're saying, just answer you back in English.
Especially sounding like me, Ted. It's like.
Sarah Jane says, my mum learnt sign language in her 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to learn it. I do a little bit of lip reading, and
Dave Cardboard says, why are all the characters in language classes so keen to go to the post office? They all have a horse, they all go horse riding, they all go swimming, and they all go to the post office.
Yeah.
Where is the station? Where is the railway station, please?
Yeah.
Tony Jurgen67 says, I do both. So, for example, if I'm in conversation with an English person,
an English person,
an English person smashing, outstanding money. I think in English and vice versa. When I'm in conversation with a fellow Welsh person, I can speak in Welsh and change to English. All I can say in Welsh is ambulance, probably come, and popty ping, and there you go. That's it. And popty ping's not even official Welsh anyway.
Max says he knows kids in France that are totally bilingual just from social media.
Yeah.
I suppose that's a big thing as well now, isn't it? Because of the social media thing, languages and communicating in multiple languages has become a lot easier, isn't it? So.
And the thing is, we don't realise, kind of, as English speakers, we don't realise how lucky was that. Somebody vibrating. And we don't realise how lucky we actually are in that most, all the stuff we need to do online is English.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, where English would be a second language, a lot of stuff is available in their language, but for a lot of people, there's just a lot of the stuff we take for granted isn't in their native language. They have to make do with the English versions. Like, Facebook and stuff is available in pretty much any language ever, but there's a lot of stuff where, you're not going to find a lot of...
it defaults into English, isn't it? Because it is still one of the largest... Well, it's English and Spanish, isn't it? Are the two...
English and Spanish, and then French. I mean, Chinese...
Chinese, because of sheer numbers, but
that's not a web, an internet we can get access to. So, but it's like, imagine you're Greek, and you want to watch YouTube. How many Greek language videos are on YouTube? Not many.
Yeah.
Or Lithuanian or whatever.
Israeli or whatever, with all the Hebrew language and all of that,
So we just take it for granted that the internet's in English, but of course, for some people that's not ideal. So. Talking about lip reading, have any of you ever watched the Bad Lip Reading YouTube channel?
Oh yes.
If you ever get a chance, it's
Excellent.
basically they take footage. It's usually of like American politicians or sporting events,
Mm.
and they take footage of people and they take the sound off and they dub over what they think the person's saying.
Oh, right, yeah.
It
But
fits. It just fits so well.
Yeah, because the guy who does it is like a musician and voice artist, but he also lip reads.
Mm.
So he kind of, it's called bad lip reading because he lip reads it and lip reads what it looks like they're saying.
Yeah.
And it, like they do have like clips from American football, or they have like the presidential debates. Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, I recommend anybody go and watch the bad lip reading channel at some point. The overdubs like Star Wars and stuff. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing the things you find on YouTube.
It is. It's
Scary.
It's an
Scary is the
amazing
word
thing,
you're looking
really,
for. Scary, the
Edward-
things you find on YouTube. Yeah.
Apparently, Edward Lennon says I looks like Bill S. Preston, Esquire from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Bill S. Preston, I've often got a beard. I have to, for anybody who doesn't come in at the beginning, I'm wearing this because Mama Fox bought me this as a gift to wear on the show, so I'm contractually obliged to wear it.
You're going to wear it everywhere,
you're
aren't you?
blaming your mum.
Yeah.
Is that what, you're throwing your mum under the bus, Fox? Really?
Well, we're all under the bus, so Mama Fox may as well come and join us under there as well. Now, just keep in mind, of course, lads, I have all your addresses, and I can help guide Mama Fox to where you can have it sent to.
Oh, that's blackmail, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think next week Robert Fox should have you have you sent one in a different colour.
So if we all get them in different colours,
And keep in mind, she's obviously watching this, so she now knows I've just said that.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "Give me the addresses."
Yeah, yeah, but I did dye my hair blue. Yeah, the actual hair. It went blue.
I'd just be happy to have hair.
Yeah, but Ted,
yeah,
that's
Colin
because
would
at
have
your
to
age,
paint his head
rinse
blue
is-
or something. That wouldn't work.
At your age, Ted, blue rinse is normal, so
Yeah, it's quite right. Yeah.
that's just to get your bus pass. That was.
I would try. I would like to go purple. I think purple would suit me, but
I think it'd suit you, mate. Purple's
Yeah,
a nice
yeah.
colour, mate.
yeah,
The
Mrs.
thing
Ted
after-
Watt-
The thing after remember, Ted, is because you've got the silvery hair, you can go whatever colour you want. It'll just work.
Yeah.
Ted's going all manga or anime in his old age, isn't he? I want to go purple. I want
Yeah.
blue hair.
Yeah, but I refuse to wear them silly costumes. that
He's
anime.
turning into the editor of the Daily Planet from the Superman movie.
Oh, with the silver bit down there.
Yeah.
But the only thing with the anime look, Ted, is you'd have to get rid of the moustache because you can't do the androgynous bit with the moustache. It kind of
Oh,
gives it
couldn't
away.
have Ted without a moustache, though.
No, I wouldn't like to think of Ted with that moustache. I don't even think there's a lip there.
I think he
think
would rock a set of the old handlebars, didn't you?
I think you should grow it down into the proper Zapata.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could draw it out and have like a little curly tail on the end of it and like
Yeah.
a monkey's face on the other side.
Yeah, can wax it out, couldn't I? Then put
Yeah.
put the little
Have you
curls on the end.
more YouTube videos? Have you seen like the beard competitions?
Oh, with the
They're very, very. People make them into bird cages, and it's very, very scary.
Here's a question actually, which I don't know if you get asked, but I get asked occasionally. Is why do you have a beard / moustache? Because we've all got facial hair. I've just realised we've all, not just realised, but we've all got face furniture.
Hey,
We've all got face furniture, but why?
because it's
Mine
easy.
was just laziness when I was like 18. I'm like, I've got a beard now, and then when I had it, I'm like, I took it off one day. I went,
I
I don't like
first
it.
grew one to pay my old man off because being ex-military, he hated beards, so I grew a beard. And every week he'd put a razor on the side, as a subtle hint. And I just got more defiant and grew it longer and longer. So when I got married, it was like ZZ Top. So I used to braid it when I used to ride the motorcycles, and then I shaved it off for a few years. And the missus was like, "No, can you just grow your beard back? I just know."
I don't
I've
like your
always known you
face
with a
under
beard.
there. Cover it up with something.
Well, I've got a bit of a bum chin, one of those,
Bum chin.
them chins that's got the
I've got the dimple as well. You mean
the builder's
what's it?
chin.
Bit of the Kirk Douglas.
Kirk
Yeah, the
Douglas,
cleft
that's it.
chin, it's like someone's dropped their strides on your chin, isn't it? It's like- so it's perfect for me, but I've developed this habit of stroking my beard and mulling as it's got longer. But I've got two perfect little grey tram lines forming, and I kind of like them. So,
Thing is, if you're going to do that, you've got to also perfect your.
so Mr. Bond, we
Or
need to
just sit
get
there
it.
going exactly as I planned.
Absolutely. And I just sit there and go, hello, Dad.
Yeah, I never made a special point of growing my beard. It just grew itself. It just happened. It's.
But
I
what?
feel naked without it.
But have you always had a beard, or did you sometimes get rid of it? Or I mean, you three have had facial hair as long as I've known you. So
Every couple of years, I get rid of it for like a month, and then think, no, I can't be bothered with this shaving lark.
it's pain, isn't it?
I shaved it off, and the missus, like I say, it went a couple of months, and she went, could you do me a favour? I went, what? Grow your beard back, bum chin. She said, I just can't look at it without giggling. Yeah, no worries.
My dad used to have a proper, like Ted's moustache, but for a while he had the proper Zapata moustache.
Yeah.
When we were little kids, he shaved it off one day. He had black hair, so it was a big black moustache. 1970s, open denim shirt, big, and it was like proper village people style. And one day he shaved it off, and we all just ran out screaming, so we had to grow it back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Right, you Ted, have you always been a moustache man?
I've had it as long as I can remember. I think I was actually born with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're like Pubert out of the Addams family. Then you have a little tash when you was a baby.
When Ted was born, the nurse is like, it's a
It's
moustache.
Ted.
It's a moustache.
It's a Ted.
Yeah. I keep wanting to shave it off because I just do, but Mrs. Ted won't let me. So
You can do it accidentally.
I've also wanted to grow a beard, but when I grow a beard, it becomes so scruffy and so uncomfortable and itchy that after about 3 or 4 days, I just can't stand it anymore.
Yeah, but when you get beyond that point, I don't know whether Foxx is the same because you grow yours out every now and then, Foxx, don't you?
Yeah, I never
When
get
it gets that length, it gets really soft, doesn't it? And it's yeah.
I never get it. I mean, I've only really shaved it off a handful of times, and I've always regretted it, so I'm growing it back.
Yeah.
I will sometimes do it down to because when I cut my hair, I got the clippers on number 2 and do my head, and then I'll just do my beard as well. It's all the same. But that's about as short as I'll go. But it's never, whenever it grows back, it's never itchy.
No.
You occasionally get a day where you get an itch, but it's never itchy. But then, after a while, it just kind of go. It starts off like kind of spiky, and then it gets long enough that it's kind of floofy, and you're like Chris is, Colin sat there.
Yeah.
You can't. Sometimes you just sit there doing this.
Sit there and you're like that. You don't realise you're doing it, and you sit there, you run your fingers through it.
Oh yeah, you do that bit. You're like, oh, and when you've got a really long beard, like when you get a cat and you tickle it under the chin, it's like, oh, it's why? Because when you get a long beard, you sit there and you're like, you're doing this with your beard, and like it's dead relaxing.
You find when you start growing it long that when you shampoo it, you start doing beard comb overs.
See, I've grown mine big a few times, but I don't like the way it grows outwards like that.
Yeah,
if
no,
it went
I tend
down,
to taper mine at the edges with my trimmer as it grows.
If it just kind of grew down, it'd be great, but it kind of goes.
Yeah,
so I end up with a beard.
I also used to find that if I started growing a beard, I'd have grey hair, but I'd have a ginger beard for some reason.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be grey. Yeah.
Anyway,
there you go, people. Interesting factoids, facial furniture.
Other people have had beards or have beards. Donald McKenzie hates shaving. Started when he was 11 and hate it.
You heard it here first, folks. Other people have had beards. You never knew that, but you do now.
Ice Queen saying it's time for what's in store, folks. It's a long one today as well, Chris, isn't it?
Is it? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lots of what's in store today.
Chris has got a long one, so we better crack on with it, haven't we?
I'll let Foxx do the introductions then.
It's what's in store.
Yes, it's what's in store. While Chris is pretending to get ready, because he's already ready, it's time for what's in store. That time when Chris, or one of us, or in this case Chris, will go through a selection of products in the eModels store that we've picked, not at random. There is actually a theme. Now, there's still no giveaway this week. We're not giving mugs away because they haven't got any mugs in stock again at the minute. Still out of stock. So this week, you can win a grand prize of nothing.
Yay!
Nothing. Big fat round nothing, and a box full of nothing, and the box is made of nothing, and it's packed in another box also made of nothing. So all you need to do is let Chris go through all the products in store, have a look and see what you think the theme is, because there's a theme running through all of them. Now, we don't know what it is this week because Chris hasn't bothered to put the list in the chat. Did you? Did I just not bother to read your words then? Okay. That seems more logical. So there is a theme. Have a look through, see what you think the theme is, but don't put your answer in chat until Chris comes back and says, what's the theme? Go. And the first person to get the theme correct in chat will win nothing. But if you answer before Chris says go, all you'll get
the
finger of shame. Finger of shame. You don't want the finger of shame. So have a watch of this bit and see if you can guess what the theme is. Bye.
Yeah. Jason Martins, by the way, said that conversation about beards was the funniest he's ever listened to.
No, I
It
have
was
to
pretty
say,
strange.
weirdest.
I've just realised that exactly where my camera is covers up the entirety of whatever each item is in store, so I can't see
Same
it.
here.
Yay! Right, this week's What's in Store has a theme, as Fox just explained. The theme is related to today in history.
I thought
So
were
if you
gonna
know
say
your
the theme
history,
is- I think you say what the theme was then.
if you know your history, you'll be in with it. I've also got quite a few things to show you, so there we go. And I've gone for a good variety. There's a nice spread of cost and things. So yes, the first one is the Vallejo 17 milliliters Model Air Panzer Olive Green 1943. This is the Model Air, the paint that my go-to airbrush paint. Model Air. It's great. It's lovely, and this one is green.
Don't
And
forget,
that's
of
all you
course,
need
by
to
the
know.
way, folks, we don't know how many of each of these items are in stock. So if you want to pick up any of these, they might have 1,000. They might. I forgot to say this. They might have one. So if you fancy any of these things as we go through them, make sure that you
Slap it in your basket.
and don't forget.
It's not yours till you check it out.
Yeah, if they've got one in stock and you put it in your basket, someone else can pay for it first. So make sure you check it out. And don't forget, of course, there is a legal and contractual obligation to buy the third thing in store.
Yes. I did just notice in chat, Stuart Tucker does say, we have a breaded lady where I work, but then he does correct it and say bearded.
Breaded lady. Oh, now that would be a freak show to go see. The breaded lady.
Right, so yes, the first one in today's theme is the Vallejo Model Air Panzer Olive Green. The second one is a magazine, a damaged magazine. Now, I've got a few of these, and they're very good.
Damaged magazines.
The damaged magazines, yes. The magazine's entitled Damaged. They have lots of lovely reference pictures and guides on how to do stuff.
Can I just say that's not the correct Batmobile?
It's a correct Batmobile, and that
It's
one's
not the
loading,
correct
apparently.
Batmobile.
We won't look at them pictures, apparently.
It's not the correct Batmobile. It's an irrelevant Batmobile.
It's lovely. It's a tumbler. It's fine.
There's only one correct Batmobile.
No, that one's okay.
Yeah, that was the one that used to come out the mountainside with the.
That's all Batmobiles.
So this is damaged. This is issue 5. There are several issues. I don't know what they're up to at the moment, but
At least 4 others.
there's up to 7 I've seen, and I think there might be an 8. But many of the back issues are still available from eModels.co.uk.
They are a great guide magazines, because although it seems strange to have like that kind of resource at hand nowadays in the days of internets, sometimes it's a lot quicker if you just need to refer to something. If you've got the information there right in front of you without having to go over to your computer and look it up. It sounds really weird to say that, but these are invaluable, even just for leafing through and getting inspiration. Magazines and books on this kind of subject, especially for weathering, absolutely brilliant stuff. So do build up a collection of the. I've got loads of them down there in the bookshelf. So
Yeah,
do
but
build up a collection of these things.
The unfortunate part about magazines, you can't zoom in on the pictures. You can't.
You can. You just have to move it closer to your head.
Have you ever been looking at a book or a magazine and done that on an image to try? And,
No, nobody's ever.
Yeah.
No.
I've done it on a computer screen before now, but I do admit I've actually done it once in a magazine. I went, oh, I can't.
I've done it on one of my Tamiya magazines.
You just go, oh.
Oh yeah.
Right, the
I've done it
third
on
item
monitors.
that everybody has to go and buy is
Oh, yeah?
is the Blitzways Ghostbusters, the 1/6 scale. So this is huge. This is even huger than that Dodge Charger thing that Fox is building.
Wow, really?
It's massive.
Wow, that is going to be big. I mean, Eagle must do a part work, but that's like 1/8
don't,
scale.
don't forget, folks, it's huge.
Huge.
It's more huger than lots of other things. It is more than a meter. I think that means, isn't it? Centimeters, yeah, 116 centimeters long.
Yeah, because I mean,
So,
it's,
yeah.
it's,
Foot in it.
it's a massive long vehicle to start with in real life anyway. So I know that the 1/8 scale part work is about 2.5, 3 feet long or something. So it's going to be
Yeah,
pretty big.
it's going to be
That's
huge.
gonna
There is a
massive.
video which I won't be playing, but you can go and watch that
Yes.
on YouTube. But yes, this is the original, not the remake one, I believe, the Ecto
Is this a
one.
kit or is it a pre-assembled?
It's a pre-assembled
display model? Yeah,
model
display model.
thing, all painted and made and everything with lights and stuff.
Yeah.
So yes, everyone's got to go and buy that now. I'm sure Pete Mate will be happy with that.
Oh yeah. That's certainly an incredible
Yeah,
piece.
remember, slap it in your basket.
Yeah.
Yeah, there won't be many of them on the shelves.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
no.
Don't hang around if you want one of those. Yeah.
Right, item number 4 is the eModel
Question number 4,
172nd
please.
Sam at platform. I don't think it's just a guy called Sam at a platform. I think it's
I'm Sam At. I am.
it is the plastic model kit number 617. EAN does not apply apparently, and that's it. Special anti-aircraft machine gun mount for armoured trains. There we go.
Yeah.
That's what it all stands for. Doesn't look terribly armoured. It looks like it's made out of wood. But
Yeah, I think I've just worked out the link with this item.
Oh, I've forgotten all the items we have been.
I shall go through all the items again at the end. But yes, there is a theme, so I'm sure you can get there.
See, when you say armoured train, all I can think of is Sturmgeist's armoured train from Medal of Honor Frontline. So
I don't know what that means. We have this
Digi
looked
games.
really amusing to me. This is a special armour 172nd trailer for the Biber German midget submarine. You don't get the submarine, but you can see where it goes in the framework there.
could you get one of those like Mon Chibi submarine kits and put it? That'd fit in, wouldn't it?
I don't know. It doesn't give you a scale there, but it's cheap enough that you can buy it and try.
Yeah. Interesting.
So yes, one of the almost miracle weapons that would have stopped the victorious advance of the Allies. But yeah. So yeah, the German midget submarine trailer.
But almost miraculous weapons. What does
Yeah,
that
it didn't work.
mean? I mean, it's almost miraculous. It was almost half.
It says which they fortunately did not. Yeah. Right, so that's that.
They only got as far as making the trailer.
Yeah, they made the trailer. They did make the submarine, but they just didn't work
How's
as well as
the
they
submarine
intended.
project going? Well, we built the trailer.
We can now move the submarine we haven't got around. Right, we have the Mr. Colour. Mr. Hobby, Mr. Colour. Is it Mr. Hobby, Mr. Colour? Mr. Gundam,
Yes.
something? This is Gundam Colour MS Light Blue UG14. It's a light blue paint. It's specifically made for the like Gundam type brightness and colours and things, but you can
Yes.
obviously use it for anything you like.
That is the blue of an EF-SF mobile suit.
Is it?
Yes,
Space
that's the blue-
Marines.
That's the blue you'd use if you're painting an RX-78-2 or Freedom Gundam or similar.
Not
Gundams
Space
are-
Marines, no.
Gundams always tend to be blue, red, and white, and yellow in their colourings. Not always, but often.
Yep, that's that. Next up, we have the Marvel's The Avengers Hulkbuster. This is another made kit. It's a model. It's by Sideshow Collectibles and Hot Toys as well.
It is a display
I've done a range of
action figure.
action figures designed by artists apparently, and this was created by Tuma. I don't know who that is, but
It's
if
not
you
a
know,
Puma.
if you know,
Yeah, well,
you know, it is
I'm
Tuma.
not-
It says it on it.
I must say, when you delve into the eModels website, they have a diverse range of bottles, don't they?
There
Yeah,
really
have had
is,
some
yeah.
strange things in there. Now, are these? I don't know with the sideshow things. I don't think this will be one, but I know some of their really big figures are all like hand painted. That's why they only have smaller runs. I don't know if this is that case. If this is action figure size, I'm not really sure. Looks cool though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've
I
even
know all
got,
about. I know all about Iron Man.
yeah, you've even got a colouring yourself store assistant on one of them slides.
Yeah.
Draw your own
Yeah,
nose. Yep. So that's that
tasty.
one. The last one we have on there tonight is the Avro Lancaster B Mark III Dambuster.
What scale
It's
is this
another
one?
big kit at 1/32 scale, so
That's enormous.
it's quite
Ooh,
large.
Big old size, and it's the
Yeah.
Dam Buster one and all.
Yeah, that's
Newly tooled
enormous.
parts.
That's bigger.
Bouncing bomb.
I wonder why they did 1/32nd, not 1/35th.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Because you can't exactly get a lot of say 1/30.
He's got
No, you can't. You can't
30,
get a lot of
30.
130 whatever. It wasn't me. I didn't press any
35th is
buttons.
normally armour, isn't it? Tanks and things.
Yeah,
are
well,
normally 35th,
1/32 has always been aircraft, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's massive
some reason.
aircraft, the 32nd scale, and they tanks are normally 35th,
Yeah,
and
I
they're
just,
support vehicles. So yeah, it's,
I was just thinking that if you wanted to do like a landing strip diorama, you're kind of knackered for vehicle choice, really, because Can't imagine there's a lot of like sport vehicles that are in one.
It's pretty close, isn't it? If one's in the air and one's on the ground, you'll probably get away with it.
No, I mean if you're doing it like landed in the middle of a field and you want to like
Landed,
fuel
you might be in
and
trouble. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
going to need a pretty large model room to have one of those in a diorama with other vehicles, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
It's- yeah.
Yeah.
well, about the same size you'd need for it on a stand, but it's
Yeah.
but yeah, you're still a bit weird.
Right, so that's all of them. I shall nip through them again. We have some Vallejo Model Air Panzer Olive Green. We have the Damage magazine. Any particular number? I just like the look of that one because I thought the Batmobile would annoy Fox.
It's the right back.
Yeah, I like your thinking there.
Somebody in chat, Macca says, agreed, Fox, not only one Batmobile. Yes, 1989
Yeah.
Batman, there you go.
Stuart Tucker is asking Colin how much this kit is.
$2.5 grand.
But it's nearly 4 foot long.
Yeah, it's basically museum quality pieces. It's really paid for.
Yeah.
It's
so
not
this- that-
3 grand. It's not 3 grand. It's not 3.75 grand. It's 2.5 grand to you. Step forward,
Shane
step
Ted
forward.
went all
Getting
Australian.
good, isn't he? He's getting good, mate.
Yeah, indeed. I thought that was
Hello.
Colin.
I
We
had
have
to look twice then.
the
Good
Unimodel Samat platform. We have the
You're gonna have to
trailer
look
for
these
the
again,
German
aren't you? 'Cause I've
submarine.
forgotten now.
We have Gundam Colour Blue,
Blue.
the Hulkbuster, and the Lancaster Dambuster. So I shall
Okay, I
return
think I
to
know
my
what it
screen.
is.
I shall say, what is the theme? Go.
Go.
And you can be in with a chance
Yeah.
to win absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
And I'll
I
leave it there.
spotted it. Yeah, I think I was right. I spotted it, Cole, when he showed that railway.
You think you spotted it?
Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. when
So
he
we'll let Ted explain why things fitted into the themes.
Max says that Ghostbuster thing is nearly 4 feet long.
Andre
sorry.
Ray is in there first with Operation Chastis, which is the Dambuster's raid. Yeah.
Operation what, sorry?
Chastis.
Justice.
With that
Justice.
little size.
Is that
Justice.
a south? Is that a southwest shirt saying?
But that not just
Justice.
chastise.
Chastis.
Yeah.
Right, I shall nip through them just in case you didn't understand. Ted, why was this one in there?
I'm not sure why this was in there, apart from German.
No, it's 1943.
Ah, right. I can't. Yeah, the typing is really, really, really.
That's
small.
what it is. Okay, yep. Anyone want to say why that one's in there?
I can't read it, it's too far away. There's a camera.
Damn
on
it.
it.
Yeah,
RAF
damn and damaged
It's Dam, yes, and Busters.
and busters. Yeah, damn
The
busters.
Dam Busters. We've got that one.
617.
617, yeah, the squadron that did with the
617.
Dam Busters. That one was just German.
Just
All right.
German.
And I liked it. I thought it was amazing, the fact that they do a trailer for a submarine. I thought it was brilliant. Once again, we've got Dam Busters.
Yeah.
And that one should pretty much give it away because that's the entire theme, all in one product. So there we go. Well done
Well
for
done, whoever it
everybody
was
that
that
got it right.
Who got it right?
Lots of people got it right in the end, but the first one was who was the first one?
Andre Ray.
Andre Ray.
Andre Ray, yeah. Yeah, well done.
Yes.
A
well done.
large box of nothing on its way to you as we speak.
So that's it. So we'll just sit around for the next 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yep.
That's
No, there's
your
another thing
mate.
we've got to do.
We got a thing, didn't we?
Oh,
We've
you
got
got
a
a
thing.
thing. I've just noticed, and it's been annoying me all night now, that shelf I put up, what I pinched from the sun's room, isn't straight.
Oh no.
Everything just rolled down.
Are
to
you
that
sure
end.
the shelf is straight and the room's crooked?
Is it because you've not had your
Yeah.
gin, Ted?
I think I put it when I had gin. That was a problem.
Or is
You
it
might
because
have your
you
reading glasses on.
Yeah.
is it just because you've only had tea tonight and not gin?
Yeah,
Everything was great after the gin.
Yeah, but tea's gone cold now.
That's why I should drink coffee. Cold coffee's fine. Cold tea's alright.
Were you doing the thing, Colin, or was I?
Oh yeah, I'll do the thing, mate. I was just waiting for an opportune moment to share the screen.
Oh,
without it
you've got to
blocking
just
you
jump
lot
in
out.
with these two. They'll just keep chatting, so you just have to jump in
Oh,
whenever
yeah,
you can.
You
Yeah.
know what it's like. We tried to get a word in once, Chris,
Yeah,
didn't
no-
we? And we lost.
No chance.
Ted's a nightmare. What can we do?
Yeah, yeah.
it's
If you do want anything to say, just submit your comment. You can go.
I normally put my hand up.
We all know that if Fox is talking too much, he'll just fall out the stream at some point. So it's all right. We can
Yeah,
just carry on
yeah.
talking. So that's
Rightio, guys, just about to add it to stream. Pardon me. Oh, you can have that and all. Right,
Ooh.
we have got a giveaway, folks.
Yeah, giveaway time.
Dun, 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 dun. Continuing our theme, we have got an Airfix 1/72 scale, best of British Spitfire and Hawk with an H.
Hawk.
I just thought I'd clarify in case they thought it was Warhammer Hawk.
You mean it's a Red Harrows?
It's a. I'll see what you did there, you rotter. Go on, clean that up. Yeah, and look at that. You get a pair of planes there, and I think I love 72nd scale stuff, I must admit. So, yeah.
I quite like the look of the stands there. It's not, normal.
Yeah, I think it's nice, isn't it?
Gives the impression of a shadow, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. And what can I say? It's, the Spitfire and the Hawk. Yeah. He's bad, isn't he? He's not having an Echo. But yeah, you can have Echo with an H. Yeah. But yeah, you can do these over a nice little weekend, folks, can't you? Just knock them bad boys out. Yeah. I think it includes as well our beautiful set of paints, brushes, and glue as well, folks.
Everything you could ever need.
Everything you could ever need.
Tastes like what's got gin in it.
Build. Yeah, and it's got decals, paints, glues, and even brushes. Yeah, you've got dark green, black, white, light grey, ocean grey, and arrow red.
I was hoping they'd forgotten to put the red in for a minute then.
Well, I mean, if any of you, you've got your grandkids or small children and you want to sort of get them into the hobby, to me, that's the perfect little appetizer to get them in there. And like Ted was saying, the stands, I think, are brilliant on that. I'd like to see more planes with them type of stands. So, folks. So what are we going to go for?
I like the comparison, the size between them on that shot, especially. I never really assumed that there was that much difference.
I'm also quite surprised. I never. It sounds really weird, but I never realised that the bottom of the Spitfire was quite so bulbous.
It's got a little blobby thing in the middle.
Yeah. No, not that.
Like a rocket.
I mean like the general curve from the spinner down underneath the wings and then back up.
It's shapely like a movie star zips, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never realised it was quite that curved before. Curved.
Got curves on it, and it's got a sticky out bit, but I can't say what that is. But
no, it's a wheel at the back.
That's the underfettling.
Michael Jacobin says, throw the paints away and you've got a fairly decent kit. No,
Michael.
You've got to build it using the paints in the kit.
Yeah, come on, Michael. I thought you was a modeller. The challenge is doing it with the kit and the kit brushes and the glue and everything.
That's the challenge, you see.
So, yes, folks. So, you've got to come up with something now to win this bad boy. So, what comment are we going to go after for this?
Yeah, it's always that part where we start looking around the room.
It is, isn't it? I'll stop sharing. But yeah, we've got to come up with something for this, wouldn't it? It's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, as today is the day of the Dam Busters raid, something to do with Dam Busters, hilarious, something funny. To do with dams, to do with water, or anything like that.
Yeah, anything to do with the Dam Busters raid, then. Yeah.
Or if you really stretch, just a comment.
Yes.
We really don't care.
Just put a humus REF comment. That'll do.
What noise did the bomb make when it bounced across the water?
Split your display. Yeah, that sort of. Yeah.
How do you spell? Don't forget, folks, don't put it in chat. You need to wait till the show's finished, and then when it's just a regular YouTube video on the eModels channel, just put your comment on there like a normal comment. And what we'll do is next week we'll use the random YouTube comment picker of random picking of YouTube comments randomly, and we'll pick one at random. Keep them family friendly because we might sometimes go through them and read them out, so please keep them family friendly. Any that aren't family friendly we will remove. And don't do duplicate comments because we just remove those or we just ignore those. So don't bother doing it multiple times. Doesn't change your chances.
Just a comment that's gone into the chat there from Mark Shalad. Have we got the new Revell workstation on sale? We don't actually work for eModels. We're not part of the store or anything like that. So we don't really know what is and isn't in stock. But if you have a look on the website, if it's on there, it'll be in stock and available for sale. If it's not there, just drop the guys an eModels email on the contact form on the website, and you can ask them when they're back in stock or if they do.
We don't actually work in the store. We're just the unpaid media slave labour. We do this out of the goodness of our hearts. So
Lee Barrett's asking, why is the model different than the box art? Probably because the painter painted it in different colours, mate. It's all about the Spitfire, isn't it? Brings us back to that infamous swap bloke, doesn't it, on the Revell box?
Yeah. The guy that painted the picture on the box is not the same guy that painted the models. So.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, it was a good film. All I must admit, it was a good film. The Dam Busters. Sorry, cross purposes. Yeah.
Stuart Tucker says Hawk handles well, but if Colin said that, it would be Hawk handles.
Hawk handles well.
Hawk handles as well.
Hawk handles.
Yeah, we often see the black coloured hawks the trainers going down the lake at great rate of knots.
Not to be confused with the Black Hawks. That's something completely different.
Yeah.
That's
I
just
got
when you're
you
being
with it,
invaded.
didn't I, with Hawk turquoise, and you're sitting there and you're going, turquoise? It was racking your brains, wasn't you? It's like, yeah.
You meant orc as in orc,
Yeah, as in H.
not as in orc with an O.
No.
And not as in orc, the flightless bird with the A and the U.
No.
You Southerners, I don't know. That's why we love you, Fester.
Yeah,
never
Yeah,
met
I'll
an
come
H-
with my own translator.
You've
She's
never
called
met an
Ellen.
H. You've never met an H you wouldn't drop.
No, because a lot of people think her name's Ellen, Ellen. It's like, no, it's Ellen with an H at the front.
Ellen with an H. Science. Ellen with an H.
well, I think we're about time to wrapping it up. I think so. Yeah, we're getting on for that time.
Yeah.
Ted's always up for some rapping.
Pete's there going, I've got to pay him overtime.
It has been a long day today.
Wait,
Getting
what? Pay overtime? Me pay? What?
Get Mrs. Ted set up in her new workroom, and I've got to go and sort out the shelf because it's going to annoy me. I won't be able to sleep tonight.
In her sewing room.
Hey, you just drill the hole slightly longer, Ted, and then slide it up and just tighten the screw up. Yeah.
Why don't you just put something on it that's actually got a slightly that kind of transition? So it's like
the thing is now I've put all the models on the shelf, but I'll be too lazy. I'll be too lazy to take the models off, so that I'll try to juggle it as I take the screws out and hold the models.
You
Is
need
it one of
something
those that's got a bracket that the shelf screws down to? Because you just put a packing shim under it, couldn't you? Just
either that or just find something that has a natural trapezoidal shape so it just looks straight.
I'd start sanding the floor, mate, so that you stand there leaning over slightly.
I think I'll just sand the wheels on one side of the vehicle so they'll
Can't you just make a little diorama with the hillside so they just all at a funny angle anyway? It counteracts it. It's like, why is that plane on a hill? Shut up.
Yeah. But I have realised that I can't build anything really higher than a chieftain tank because anything higher won't fit because of the angle of the roof above it. So,
You could always say the tank's going up a slope.
yeah, I'll have to build some
kind of
really low-lying models. Yeah, the Titanic won't go on there at all. But anyway, I think it's time to wrap up for tonight. We'll call it an early night for tonight. We'll go and get 10 minutes more drinking time because the pubs are open. Yes.
Yeah.
If only I had a pub that was within 10 minutes. No.
I'd love it if Ted puts the spirit level and finds it is actually level.
Yeah, that'll be the test.
You could try just going like that a bit, and then it'll be all right.
We'll all be checking the chat later, and if you turn around and say it's actually level, it's going to be Ted.
You sure it's not just your chair that's a bit like that? Or how do you know it's not the shelf is fine, but your floor is not even?
He's determined. It's really gnawing him, isn't it?
Have you got like a little stirring ball for your paints? Put it on your desk, and if it rolls, it's your whole floor that's not even.
Hang on a minute. Hang on.
So you've got some new bubbles there, ain't you, for your spirit level? So
he's measuring it now.
It's not rolling.
It's all right then. Leave it alone.
Yeah, it's your floor that's rubbish.
Yeah.
You need to put a shim on. You need to put a shim under the house.
Yeah,
under the joists.
Yeah, I'll go get the jack
Bottle
out.
jack.
I'll get the bottle jack. Yeah, jack it up.
That'll do it.
Yeah,
Hey, this jack up does up to 5 tons. Do you reckon it'll work?
you'll see him next week on the show, and he'll be going.
Well, Ted's chair used to do that in reverse, didn't it?
He'll be like, remember how it used to have that house in Barrow?
All right. Good night, everybody.
Right, yes.
That was a decision.
Time to say good night. Thank you, everybody, for joining us and watching us tonight on a Monday night. And we'll be back next week. Don't forget, go along when the YouTube channel has processed this video, and you can enter for the model to win it for next week. We'll pick it next week. Oh, and we've just had a super chat. So from Benevolence, but thank you very much anyway. Yes,
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. But on that note, we'll leave it for tonight, and we'll see you all next week. But thanks for watching. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.